Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you a shocking and a heartbreaking story that carries a deep lesson for all of us. Please stay with me until the very end because this story is not only emotional but also full of wisdom that we all need to reflect upon. This is the story of a young woman from a small American town. She was not only admired for her striking beauty, but also respected because she has memorized the Holy Bible by heart, something very rare and highly honored in her community. Her beauty was so remarkable that people would often say, if the moon could see her face, it would hide in shame. Her forehead seemed to shine with the light of prayer, and her heart appeared to glow with faith. She was the kind of a person whose presence left a deep impression on everyone she met. She was young, unmarried, and devout. She spent her nights in prayers and her days in reading scripture and remembrance of God. People in the community used to say, when beauty and the faith come together, they have the power to turn hearts toward God. Men in town would whisper among themselves, whoever marries this girl will be the most fortunate man alive, successful in both this world and the next. Eventually, one pious young man's destiny was tied with her, and the entire community celebrated their marriage. On their wedding night, she sat quietly, eyes lowered with modesty, looking like a heavenly angel clothed in white. Her new husband promised her gently, "From today, you are my partner in life. If I will respect you, care for you, and stand by you through every trial." For a while, their life together was full of happiness, peace, and love. Each day, the husband thanked God for blessing him with such a wife. But life is never free from tests. The young woman eventually fell seriously ill. The disease weakened her body, drained her beauty, and broke her husband's heart as she spent every day and night by her side, praying for her recovery. Finally, the day came when death took her away. The husband was shattered. The woman who had been the joy of his life was gone. But what next came shocked the entire community. When the women of the town prepared her body for burial, they were horrified. The once beautiful face that had amazed everyone was now stiff, darkened, and frightening. The woman cried out, "Is this the same girl who was once the pride of our town? What has happened to her?" When the men lifted her body for burial, they were astonished. It was so heavy, as if they were carrying a mountain of stone. At the graveyard, when the grave was opened, an even more terrifying sight awaited them. Inside were the snakes, scorpions, and insects, as if they had been waiting hungrily for her arrival. Fear spread across the graveyard. Some people began reciting prayers, others stepped back in terror. The husband collapsed on the ground, crying, "Oh God, why is this happening to my wife?" An old wise man stepped forward and said softly, "This is the consequence of pride and disobedience. Beauty and the youth are temporary, but deeds are eternal." Perhaps she allowed arrogance and ingratitude to poison her soul. Graves were dug again and again, 7 times in total, but every single grave revealed the same scene: snakes, scorpions, and terrifying creatures waiting inside. Finally, the wise elder said, "No matter how many graves you dig, you will find the same thing. This is God's warning. Bury her as she is, and let this be a lesson for all of us." The funeral was completed quickly, in silence and fear. People left the cemetery trembling, whispering prayers for protection. But the husband, still weeping, called everyone back. He said, "Wait, do not leave until you know what caused this terrible punishment. My wife, despite her prayers and beauty, made 5 deadly mistakes that destroyed everything she had." The people gathered closer, and even the women of the town were called to hear the lesson. The husband then revealed the truth. First, she would often insult me for being poor. She used to say her family was wealthy, but she had been cursed to marry a poor man like me. Those words pierced my heart every time she said them. Secondly, when I came home, tired from working all day to provide for her, she never welcomed me with kindness. Instead, she would belittle me, saying I was useless and incapable. Her harsh words broke me again and again. Third, she insulted my parents. She spoke badly about the very mother and the father who raised me. Those words cut me and more deeply than any wound. Fourth, she was ungrateful. No matter how hard I worked or what I did for her comfort, she always complained, saying, "What have you ever done for me?" Her ingratitude erased every act of love I tried to show. Finally, the most dangerous of all, she was proud of her beauty. She would tell me, "You are lucky to have me. Without my beauty, you would be nothing." That arrogance destroyed her. Pride belongs only to God, and whoever tries to wear it will be disgraced. The husband broke tears. Everyone around him stood frozen, their hearts trembling. The women lowered their heads in shame, realizing how destructive careless words and pride can be. The men prayed silently, asking God to protect their families from such sins. The husband raised his hands and prayed, "O God, protect us from these 5 sins. Save us from arrogance, ingratitude, disrespect to parents, cruelty to our spouse, and pride over wealth or beauty. Guide us to live with humility, faith, and love. And let us leave this world with honor and light, not with disgrace." The crowd joined in prayer, shaken by the lesson. That day, every person who attended the funeral made a promise in their hearts to change their behavior, to respect their spouses, to honor their parents, and to live a life of humility before God. Dear friend, this story is a reminder for us all. Beauty fades, wealth disappears, but our words, our deeds, and our humility remain with us forever. If this story touched your heart, please share it with your family and friends so that they too may learn from it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and write "God is great" in the comments as a way of spreading this message further. Thank you for watching.